What's going on, guys? I hope you guys are having a good day. Happy Friday. Thank you very much. I really got to give a big shout out to, I can't think of his name right off that. It was Biker something. I'll put his name right here. Thank you. I appreciate it. Your feedback, and greatly appreciate that. Any feedback is always better, and I'm going to try my best. As soon as you guys give me feedback, I will try my best. So hopefully this audio is better. It was just these quick little hands-free wireless mics. I picked up a set off of just Amazon. So if these ones aren't good, I'm going to have to go buy some DJI ones, since I know they are probably one of the best ones out there, but they're also probably like 6 times more expensive. So hopefully these ones do very well. And if they do, let me know. Let me know if this is okay. If not, I'll upgrade them to the DJI wireless mics. So thank you very much, Biker. Can't think of his name, but I'll put it right here, right at the bottom of the screen. So first off, just a couple things we're going to talk about today, and what I've been researching, what I've been finding, because I do a lot of research on my kind of like my lunches, and when I'm at home, not really doing very much. So I want to talk about a couple things on what's kind of cool, and then I would like to talk about what I was talking about in the last video about the shipping times. So we're just gonna jump right into what I think is kind of cool. So GM just announced that they have these steps for the rock sliders, which is kind of a really cool concept. Because there's not, especially like Jeeps, I've never really seen something. I mean, they got like, was it rock slide engineering? They got those ones that kind of go up into the rock slider themselves, or a lot of them are kind of like welded on, and you can't remove them. And GM has these removable steps, which is a fantastic, cool idea. You can leave them on there when you're not off-roading by any means, but then when you go hit a trail, you can just take the 2 bolts out, or 8 bolts for all four of them, and then you got some actual functional rock sliders. I don't like the ones that are welded, the steps that are welded to the rock slider, because they're not really rock sliders. It's not really doing too much of protection. Because if you land on a rock on there, all that's going to do is just shove that rock slider straight up into your body. And I've seen body damages, and I've seen the amount of damage. It's actually quite, if you hit it hard enough, it's an expensive fix on right in that little corner, because that's where all your metal, your floor, I mean everything is getting welded right there, and it's not cheap to fix, and it's actually very hard to fix-ish. I mean, if you're from my understanding, so I think that's a very cool idea. I've seen pictures. I mean, just stuff off. They're kind of their stuff that I have just sitting here. Just my little notes that I wanted to talk about. I know, like on the Rubicons, the Gladiators, there's their rock sliders are very close to that well, or not well, the pinch line of the vehicle. If you hit it hard, I know I've seen a lot of, like on the Ruby Rails and stuff like that, even Gladiators. If you hit it hard enough, even the rock sliders get shoved into the body. That actually happened to a buddy of mine, to his 2-door Wrangler. It's a Rubicon, and it actually did some pretty good damage to it. So it was kind of a bummer, but I mean, it is what it is. Unfortunately, when you pay to play, I guess. Excuse me. But I think it's a very cool idea. The downside that I really hate about this, about these rock sliders, or not the rock sliders, these steps. The worst thing that I saw is for a set of 2 is $495. So for a set of 4, which I'm sure you're not just going to buy 2 and have one on each side of the vehicle, you're spending almost $1,000 just in steps that probably cost GM less than $25 to make. So you're paying 10 times that basically, which if not 20 times more than what they're probably really made. So I mean, so that's kind of crazy. But I do like that idea though. Because if you have those steps that are welded onto it, you hit a rock, you can either, like I was just saying, you can bash them even harder into your vehicle, or you're just going to bend them straight out and you're going to rip it off and you're just going to have 2 tabs, basically sticking out. So that's not very good. So it's kind of a downside. So yeah. I don't like those kind of rock sliders. I think they're terrible. It's kind of like maybe I can't flip these around. Kind of like these guys are. Those rock sliders right there. Speaking of the devil, yeah, those are garbage. Those are garbage rock sliders. Let's see if I can get up a little closer for you guys. If you got these kind of rock sliders right there, if you got those kind of rock sliders, they're not very good. I mean, I'm not saying that guy's going to be hitting any trails anytime soon. So those are the rock sliders I would stay away from, especially if you're going to kind of wheel it. So having those removable is nice. So I just really hope that these rock sliders can hold up to the test. Especially, I plan on taking this, and if it comes during the early spring or next or whenever it comes in, if it comes in by summer, I want to go instantly out to Moab and do some wheeling. So that's my plan. So I think that would be kind of a sweet kind of way to break in, one, for this channel, and two, give you guys a real comparison, or not really comparison. So you guys can really see what these trucks can do. So I'm very excited for that. I think it's gonna be kind of a sweet idea. And I don't take my, like my Gladiator, my Jeeps, any of them, they're built to go off road. I will beat the living shit out of it. So I enjoy that. It's fun, and it allows me to tinker a little bit. So another thing, what I see a lot on Facebook is people saying, "Oh, my truck's in 3,000 status. My truck's 1,000 status." Okay, the dealership's going to tell you. I don't really contact my dealership very much until, they call me and tell me some updates on what's going on. I just kind of nod my head, because when it shows up, it shows up. At the flip side, that's all you can do, is when it shows up, it shows up. So when the dealership looks on the computer screen and tells you, "Hey, your truck's going to be built on this such and such date," they have zero idea. They don't know what goes on in the plant. Just a little, just a kind of a quick little background on me. I worked for FCA, Chrysler, or Stellantis for about 12 years before I ended up quitting, just because I was sick and tired of being laid off all the time. But when a dealership looks to see what's going on in the plant, they literally have zero idea. They get the codes on where it kind of is, but it's not very accurate. I've seen cars sit in the repair hole for months on end. So when they say, "Hey, you're in 3,000 status," okay, so it's being built, but unfortunately they have zero idea on where it is. It can be, your truck can literally be sitting right in the repair hole, for something simple that can be fixed, but it can sit there for months because it can get overlooked, and they just kind of forget about it. And depending on how many cars are in the repair hole for whatever reason. So when the dealership tells you where it is, it's not true. So don't just think, "Oh, my car's gonna be shipped out." Yeah, it could be shipped out, but the flip side of things, it could be sitting in the repair hole for months on end. So yeah, just kind of a quick little update on what I've read and what I'm gathering from their shipping, though. Speaking of all that, so in May, they are slowing down their products, or slowing down the zr2 builds, apparently, to about 8 to 10 a month or so, give or take, or 8 or 10 a week, a day. I should. That's the way I should say. They are slowing it down by 10%. I know when I worked at the Belvedere assembly plant in Illinois, they wanted these cars out every 45 seconds. It's literally not possible. I mean, it's possible, but the flip side of things, it's unlikely that you're going to get that consistently. Unfortunately, line stops. I mean, every line stop, I mean, taking time off. I mean, they want that line just constantly running. That's the way they make money. When the line goes down, they lose money. So that is a big thing. So yeah, when a dealership tells you that it's in 3,000 status, just kind of nod your head, and they could be kind of accurate, but the flip side of things, it's 90. I would say a good 80% that it's not accurate at all. They're just trying to get you to go, stop bugging me for a little bit. When it gets here, it gets here. That's the way you're gonna have to look at it. I know it's very frustrating, and it's you spend a lot of money on these vehicles. Unfortunately, time waits. But I do want to. Where is it at here? I did have it. I think it's right here. So I'm just going to read this kind of what I've gathered. So I'm just going to kind of read this real quick. The Colorados that are equipped with 4-wheel drive is going to be slightly slower in May of 2023, so this month, due to suppliers. In the fact of production is about 10% slower, which I just said, of number of vehicles coming out. So than originally planned builds and allocated to dealers by month. So depending on what time you guys ordered it, depending on what time you're going to get trucks. I know that they are been building up the the work trucks, the Trail Boss, and the ZR1s. I've seen them on Facebook, and if you like those vehicles, if you bought one, I see people buying them. Put it in the comments below. How do you like it, and what do you like about it? I think that'd be kind of a neat thing to see how many actually people own one already. So that would be kind of cool. But in June, they're supposed to have their bottleneck kind of fixed. So hopefully that's about just this month. It's gonna get a little it's gonna be a little slower for the first month, but then after they get their groove going, they'll be pumping these cars out. So yeah, that's basically all I got for you guys right now. I do have a couple more videos coming up that I got plans for. I just want to get that kind of out of the way, because I see all the time on Facebook on my car is in 3,000. Like I was saying, the dealer told me it's being shipped, it's being built this week, and then they're like, oh, they told me now it's another 2 weeks, it's another 2 weeks. It just keeps going until it ends up showing at the showroom floor. That's all you can do. So I appreciate you guys' time. That's all we're gonna do today. And also, if you're watching my video, please, if there's something that I can improve on, please leave it in the comments below. I read them all. I'll read every single feedback. If I can make something a little bit better, I'm happy to try to make things better. So thank you very much. I appreciate your guys' time. So catch you guys hopefully by next week. We'll have another video out. I'm trying to pump out maybe one. I'm gonna try to do 1 or 2 videos a week, depending on how much on the time. Unfortunately, I do have a full-time job, so I'm doing my best. I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna push a little harder and harder every time. So again, feedback is critical, and it's very good to see people give me the feedback. So, and if this mic isn't any better than the last one, I'll go buy the DJI ones. I know their stuff is top notch, and I've heard their quality. They're not, they're very good. They're just kind of more on the expensive side. So thank you. I appreciate your guys' time, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.